Welcome to another edition of Mr. Walker's podcast with your host, Mr. Walker. Clap it up, clap it up. I'm back again. I'm not going anywhere. Even though, I know some people would love for me to stop. But I can't. I can't stop. I love this. I know some people that love what I'm doing. The supporters, sending it to their friends, reposting, sending me encouraging words. So why should I stop? If I stop now and then try to pick it up sometime later, I'll be so far behind to get back to this point. I'm just saying, why should I stop? And this is something that I'm pursuing on the side. And I enjoy it. Shit is turning around. I'm making some great strides. Yeah, I am. And people are fucking with me. And I'm enjoying it. Yeah. But it's getting cold out there. It is getting cold outside, child. When is it that you realize that, you're getting older? For me, this cold weather, I'm realizing that, I keep a sweatshirt or a jacket or something in the car. Even before this weather really got a bit chilly out, that's when I realized I used to see older people do that, when I was younger. They kept a little something in the back seat. A jacket, a hoodie, something. For, those days where they felt the chill in their bones. You know what I mean? Another thing that I think people identify with getting old is when you could taste the salt in every piece of food that you put in your mouth. You could taste ooh, this is a little salty. You could, and it might not even be a lot of salt in it. It's like your taste buds grow with you, right? You probably didn't put them things through hell. But when you begin to taste every bit of seasoning in some food, I feel like that's when you're getting old. And when you use the, I've been doing this since or before. Yeah, that's when you're starting to get old. For real. Or even when you get out the bed, but this might just be because you don't work out. But when you get out the bed and instead of bending your legs and turning your body and putting your legs or your feet on the floor, you actually just spin your whole body and toss yourself off the bed. That back. And you probably had a great night. Put in that work, But before we go any further, I said to myself, damn, I hold on to a lot of things, a lot of great pieces, especially sneakers. I collect sneakers like I used to collect baseball cards and football cards and basketball cards. And I was in my closet the other day and I realized that I have a pair of sneakers in here that are falling apart, but they are collector's items. They came out in the very early 90s and they actually made a lot of noise. They were all over the news. And the NBA even banned players from wearing them because they felt like they would cause too much distraction. And I got a pair right off of punishment. I did some things to get them, but I got them. And I still have them. And they are the LA Tech, right? LA Techs. Dusty box and all. Sneaker falling apart. Child, this sneaker falling apart. Sole off of it and everything. As you can see. Right? But here, look at this. The light come out. And that joint still work. I think. Yeah, there you go. Still working. It's craziness. It's crazy, right? Yeah. You talk about sneakerhead. You see this thing? This is a collector's item. Leather still good on it, just the sole. Look at the bottom. Craziness, right? Child. This thing came with like a key. A key. And like a little pamphlet in there or something. But I'm holding these things down for some time. As you can see. But I'm gonna put y'all on to another piece of footwear that I think a lot of people forgot about. And they are the Night Carnivores. Right? This sneaker was modeled after the Jurassic Park movie. So if you look close, they actually tried to like incorporate like the T-Rex in the sneaker. Listen, creative people are creative as hell. So they took pieces from dinosaurs that they thought would look great on a sneaker, like a T-Rex arm or even the scaly skin, whatever. But this is a sneaker that I think a lot of people slept on. But I still have mine. And they also came in green. We're going to leave this right here for the people. You know? Just in case somebody come across that joint and, you know, want to discuss it. But anywho, it seems like lately I've been a damn relationship coach. And listen, I'm no relationship coach. I can't get it right myself. But I have watched and I've been in relationships and I listen and learn. So I just give a lot of game back, you know, to the people that want to hear me talk the shit that I'm talking. And you know, you might not agree with everything that I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? And I don't expect everyone to agree with, but that creates dialogue, you know, for you women out there and you guys out there to ask me questions or have a discussion with me about these topics that I discuss, you know. And one of the topics this week that I was going over and even had some advice for one of my friends is like, you know, arguing and fighting with your lady, right? Like having the same type of argument over and over and over again and feeling like the shit isn't resolved, right? Before y'all move forward. Or do y'all ever move forward? It's still lingering in the back. I told my man, like, yo, I feel like when you're arguing with your partner, it's never about the argument itself. It's about the emotional attachment to it. And that looks like, to her, like you're not with her, like you're not on her side and, you know, things like that. And then sometimes us guys feel like, well, hell, I got a point to make as well. And I feel like you're not listening to me. And I think a lot of times when you argue with your lady, or ladies, you argue with your guy, it has to be some sort of dialogue where that is actually spoke upon. Like, yo, I feel like, you know, expressing your inner feelings. Because like I said, a lot of times the argument is, it continues because the emotional part of it. You know what I'm saying? Feeling like your partner isn't with you. Like y'all supposed to be one. And a lot of times you don't actually share the same whatever it is that your partner does. But shit, I think all of us go through that. You know, when your lady, especially when y'all out and about and your lady has a different opinion on something that you're speaking on, it's almost embarrassing, right? Because you would think that everything that you're saying, she believes. It's like fucking, it's like God is talking. You would want that. And a lot of people feel like that. Like, you never want your lady to think different, act different than you. Especially in front of company. Like, everything I'm saying, I want you to champion me on, to continue saying the shit that I'm saying. And once you don't, it's almost like, damn, like, you not with me? And I think women feel the same way. You know, so that's why I think a lot of times the arguments that you have with your lady, that's the underlying issue. Like, just making them feel secure. Just because I have a different opinion don't mean you're not the love of my life. I don't love you. You know, I don't worship you. I don't cherish you. I don't cherish the love. I just have a different opinion. But I understand how that may seem to other people, how you might interpret it, right? Like this person doesn't believe you. And you know, great examples that seem to happen very often between two people in a relationship is like when you're in a car, right? And trying to take direction. Like, y'all trying to get to a destination, right? And your lady might even know a quicker way to get there. You going the way that you know how. You've been down this street, down this parkway, down this corner, around this block, so many different times. But your lady is sitting in the passenger seat and she's telling you to go this way and that way and this way and that way. Right? And you decide to continue to go the way that you normally go. After the fact, if you show up a minute late, or you so screwed up in the head because your woman is nagging in the passenger seat, you take the wrong turn. Oh my God. Facts. And then that woman, if you don't listen to her, a lot of women, not all women, seem to think because you didn't listen to her, y'all not connected. Right? It's the emotion, getting back to what I said, it's the emotional part that's in there, that's lingering. Where she feels like it's a disconnect, like she's not able to lead. Facts. These are, especially in the car with your lady. You don't listen to her when she's telling you to go this way and you go the other way. And you see what happens. Even if you show up there 30 seconds late. You see what happens. And then, you know, it's the beefing and the arguing and her feeling a certain type of way. And withholding sex. We all adults here. You know what I'm saying? When your lady withholds sex from you because she feels a certain type of way. And we all know that a lot of men are controlled by that sweet spot. Listen, we just gonna call it that. And some women know that they could control a relationship because of that thing. But what happens when a man isn't controlled by that? He knows how to maneuver around, even with you withholding sex from him. And what I found out is
combative.
And what I found out is a way that you could fight that, the urge, or even, you know, somewhat challenge your woman when she definitely, you know, doesn't want to have sex because she's mad and she knows that the power of the PUSSY can control a situation in a household, is have fun without her. Have fun without her. Stay in the man cave. You know, do the things that you like to do under the same roof. I promise you, those things pisses her off. You could be as petty and fight back like that. You know, but staying in the man cave, I don't think it's petty. You just staying away from, you know, her at the moment. That's what the man cave is for. That's what it's for. Women listen, they hate it but love it. They hate it when they don't want to be around you and you go down the man cave, right? They love it then, right? But then they hate it that you're down there because it's fun down there. And this is something that you're doing without her when she's upset with you. Women hate for a man to have fun when they are mad at them. They hate it. You get to singing Shorty's favorite song in the house. Cleaning up, having a good old time. It's a party while she's in the room and moving around upset. That shit is like, because they want you to share the emotion that they are feeling at the moment, that they have, them being upset. They want you to bask in that shit. They want you to, yo, I'm upset. I want you to be upset. Yeah. And those days, those nights of you wanting that ass. She's wearing your favorite lingerie to bed, and you can't get any of it. Days of that, Lord have mercy. Listen. We are two different creatures. Not all women hold on to the emotional part for that long. Some women do. But men, you know what type of woman that you're dealing with. But men, you know what type of woman that you're dealing with. A woman that holds on to that shit forever and a day and punish you with no meals cooked or withholding sex from the relationship. Like even being mad at one another. If you guys live under the same roof, it should be no reason that you shouldn't be cooking dinner, doing your womanly duties. And men as well, like, because you're upset doesn't mean, you know, if your wife or your girl got a flat tire, you shouldn't change it, or you shouldn't be cutting the grass or fixing shit around the house because you upset. You know what I'm saying? Whatever it is that you consistently do, right? Why should it stop because you two are mad at each other? That's just gonna make the situation even worse. I got a quote for you guys. It's from Oscar Wilde. And it is, everything in life is about sex, except for sex. Sex is about power. That quote, think about it. That shit is deep. And I feel like a lot of women know that. And because of that sweet spot that they have, they are very much in control when it comes to relationships, because of what they know they possess. And I'm sure that's not the only thing, but that is 45, 50% of it. Hey, now, again, the power of the PUSSY. That thing is powerful. That's why guys get haircuts. That's why guys put on that cologne. That's why guys get fresh to death. We're not doing it for one another. Yeah. Yeah, beards all intact, everything intact. Like, yeah. What you think it's about? Let's talk about it. You know, and the problem with us people, relationships, is I think that we forget that men try to fix the problem while women try to fix the person. You heard me? Think about it. Some people are just who they are. You trying to fix this person, he is just who he is. He's been that way, especially when you get a certain age. Some people are stuck. Some people, not all, some people. Yeah, they just are. They're gonna be who they're gonna be. You know what I mean? And I think that's where a lot of women fall short. You're trying to fix the person. It's deeper than that, honey. You understand? It's deeper than that. You got a lot of work to do. You're putting up with this scumbag. He's been a scum. I'm telling you. I mean, I'm sorry. I had to tell you like that, but you need to know. Oh, we gonna crop this beer out, cause they not giving me any money. But I had to pour some more, child. Ladies, word to the wise. When you stop trying to change a man to what you want him to be, he then has the freedom to change on his own. And who doesn't like freedom? Right? Who doesn't like it? That's the key word, freedom. Allow that man to develop into what you need him to be. Right? He might not enjoy certain things that you may enjoy, but send the open invitations. You know what I'm saying? Your man might know that you like reading and make a trip to the bookstore and you have fun there. Always send the open invitation for him to come so he doesn't feel left out. Now, a bookstore, it's fun there. It's fun there. That man will find a book that he enjoys there. Magazine, something. But I don't think that you should ever, and this goes for men and women, don't ever downplay what your partner is into. Don't ever downplay it. Don't ever talk shit about it. You understand what I'm saying? Try to understand why they like these things. Like, for instance, I keep coloring books in my house. And some people that visit me may think that these coloring books are for my nephew. And they're not. They're for me. I enjoy coloring. When I'm upset or I got a lot of shit on my mind, I break out the crayons and color. I also have a PlayStation. I have one game. One. That's all I need. And I play the hell out of it. And it's 2K. And I get the new version every year it comes out. My buttons, my hands are actually hitting the buttons on the joystick. But mentally, I'm somewhere else. I got my headphones on. I'm listening to intro or something. I'll keep you satisfied tonight. If you want me, if you need me. That's that intro. But yeah, I'm listening to that shit and my fingers are actually hitting the joystick, but I'm somewhere else. I'm just going through the motions. But that's the type of shit that we need, right? Not just men, women do as well. I'm sure that is certain things that women need to snap back or to even calm them down. What are some things that you women do out there that you need, that your partner might look down upon and talk shit about, but not knowing, like looking further and trying to figure out why it is that you do this? When you have your partner ever even asked? Never, ever devalue the things that your partner likes. You know, like for instance, let's say being in a situation here, and someone comes along and says things like, "Oh, your little podcast. Oh, you going to do your little podcast, huh? Well, why are you playing that game? Like, damn, like, because it keeps me out of fucking trouble, and it keeps me off your ass, right? And it helps me in this relationship." Yeah, never, ever devalue the things that your partner is into because you're not into it or because you don't understand. That's dead wrong. Dead wrong. Because you don't understand them. You don't understand why he colors. You don't understand why he plays a video game. You don't understand why he plays sports. You don't understand why he watches sports. Right? You don't understand it. But instead of talking shit, figure out how to get in that space with him. You might actually enjoy the shit that he watches. You understand? He like to sit on the couch with a beer. Find you a beer that you might enjoy and sit on the couch with him. I'm telling you, that's the open invite. You gotta do that. You gotta do it. Shout out to all my real friends. This is how we gonna end the show, where I'm talking about friends and friendships. I'm not going too far into it, but shout out to my real friends. Shout out to the people that really fuck with me. You know what I'm saying? Where there's no ego involved. To the people that's supportive, that's supporting me on the low. I hear about those things as well. But let everybody know that you fuck with me. You understand what I'm saying? And to the suckers that's talking shit, that's hating on the low, screw you, champ. You know, whatever it is that you want to do, let it be known so we could do it. People think that I'm crazy because I will still, if that's what you want to do, I will still give you some work. I'll still give you some work. I won't allow anybody to invite me in the street and not come. I'm coming. Invite me in the street for a fist fight and I'm coming. It's a drop of a dime. I don't even have to know why. And I think that's why people think that I'm crazy or still holding on to that about me. Because I will never, ever allow a man to be disrespected, because these hands don't call for that at this moment. At this age that I'm at, I show nothing but love. If you're around me, you don't hear me talking that gangster shit. You don't even hear me. I tell y'all stories on here, right? Because I got past it and it's entertaining. But like a circle amongst men, y'all don't hear me talking about no gangster shit. I don't have to. I'm secure in who I am. So let's talk about this. Let's talk about where we trying to go. Let's talk about getting on the plane and flying somewhere, getting more money, whatever. But let's not talk about the gangster shit. My life doesn't consist of what I did when I was 15, 16, 17, in my teenage years and in my 20s. Like, and to the people that know, they know. You understand what I'm saying? Like, and to the people that's holding on to the things that I did when I was young, and that keeps them away from having a great conversation with me about today's Mr. Walker, then hey, that's your fault. You understand what I'm saying? Like, my life is so, like, yeah, that was what I was doing when I had to do it. But that's not who I am today. But don't get it twisted. If you are disrespectful, we can have a conversation like men. But if you're not even trying to hear the conversation, trying to rectify the situation, and you ask me to step off that curb, I'm coming. I'm coming. I'm coming. I won't be able to get there fast enough. I'll probably stumble trying to get in the street before you do. At the drop of a dime. And I don't have time to be wrestling. 10 seconds. That's all I got. Lights out. Lights out. But on some real shit, all jokes aside, real friendships, when you have a real friendship with someone, they don't cross the line. And there's a line, and they know about it. You understand what I'm saying? Real friends cherish real friendships. That's a fact. So with that being said, I think we are going to close out the show. Night Carnivores, Sarabella Essentials. Please check her out. Love that girl. I love her. I do. So we're going to close out the show with We Rollin' Bitches.